Robert The RNDiva, and I'm so glad that you joined me here. I have something I want to let you know. You see how high gas is? You see we have a baby formula shortage. We also have food that's high. Inflation is high. What is going on? Well, things may get worse before they get better, and you need to be prepared. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Brought to you by My Pager Supply. Get emergency food kits right there for 2,000 plus calories a day. You're going to need that. It's brought to you by My Pager Supply. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Don't be left behind. Be ready now. Let's go. Welcome to Real Talk with the RNDiva. Hello. And Pastor Robert, how you doing tonight, RNDiva?
I am well. Thank you so much for asking.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. We're so glad to have you on here at our podcast. We're excited about you all joining us here for the next hour. We've got some good information, entertainment, and enlightenment is how I like to say it. I think I'm a little bit of the enlightenment, but the entertainment and the enlightenment for sure is the RNDiva. She's got some good information and saying it in only a way that she can say it. So what's been happening with you?
I'm just over here trying to live the dream. That's all. That's all I can do. I'm
Talk about it.
I'm just over here trying to be pain free. You know, a sister here, you know, 53 ain't no joke.
You 53? You don't look a day over 35. And I'm not just saying that.
I don't pay you to pour it on thick, sir. I
But you can't pay me, no.
I do not. Keep all that with you over there, because you're doing the most right now.
This is true. Hey, look, y'all down there in the comments, tell the truth. Does she look her age? No, she doesn't look her age. You know they say black don't crack. That's true. It's true. I'm telling you.
But this back show crack.
Yeah. Well, we're glad that RNDiva is here to join us. And again, if you have any questions or anything you have for her, you can email her at the RNDiva@gmail.com. Is that right?
That is correct.
She does not give medical advice, but she will definitely give you her medical opinion. Isn't that right?
That's right, sir.
All right, let's get into this here tonight. We've got a couple stories here we're going to be covering. It's just crazy what's going on in the church world. You know, as you all know, I'm a pastor.
And it's amazing that the two of us are together. What a duo. As you know, the last time I've been in the church.
When we're going to talk about but I want you to come. You're going to come. You volunteered to come and visit us at the Hope.
I did volunteer
to give a talk, a short talk, not a sermon, but give a short talk about some health things and with the ensuing pandemic that's rising back up again and all that.
Yes,
you do that. So we're going to schedule that.
But I may slip in after services have ended. You know,
you're going to be doing it during service.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Because hey, listen, when they,
I hope y'all got our insurance paid up.
Hey, listen, when church is out, when y'all church is out, they go. They don't hang around now.
I'm not mad at them. I understand. I get.
They go. But we're gonna have you say whatever, give you on the presentation during the service, so that everyone can hear you and take part and ask questions and all that. Then they can stay after and ask you some questions. But I know Dr. W.J. Haynes, the senior pastor, would love for you to give some information. And then the good thing is, we ain't gonna let you leave before you hear the sermon.
I see that's what it is. I already know. That's what it is.
Hey, I tell you what, if Charlotte come to church that Sunday, if she get happy, I'm sure gonna get. Ow, that hurt. I hurt my shoulder. Ow.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
Ow.
Silly.
Ladies and gentlemen, now let's get serious here for a moment. We have a story here that is actually horrendous. It's horrible. It's all those different things. before we get this going, I need all of you right now to share this right now. Those of you on all our podcast platforms, share this right now and give us a rating. YouTube, all 19,700 of you, I need you to share this right now and get those numbers up. And also those of you on X.com, formerly known as Twitter, sound like Prince, formerly known as Twitter, I need you to share this right now and let some people know that you're on with the RNDiva and Pastor Robert. Here it is now. We have a story here. Let's read here. This is from the Christian Post. Married pastor accused of producing child porn tells FBI, "I'm sorry that I cannot stop." I think I'll read that again.
Read it again.
Married pastor accused of producing child porn tells FBI, "I'm sorry that I cannot stop." This is from Leonardo Blair of the ChristianPost.com. Let's get into this. There you see the pastor there holding a toddler and a little child. I'm assuming they're in the church. They got those little white posts from Michael's. I've seen them before. Anyway, a married pastor and father of 3 who was arrested and charged with producing child pornography after the FBI raided his Brentwood, New York home, has allegedly confessed to collecting videos from minors engaged in sex acts and told investigators, "I'm sorry that I cannot stop." Breathe, breathe. Authorities say they recovered 15 videos containing child porn from the cell phone of 28-year-old and degenerate Pastor Jose Saez Jr. of Iglesia Cristiano Alumbrando El Camino, which translated in English the Lighting the Way Christian Church, after they raided his home. A release from the FBI's New York office said the raid on Saez's home, conducted by the Long Island Child Exploitation Task Force, was triggered by an online tip that the pastor was sexually active with children. The videos were found in a saved conversation on Telegram, according to a criminal complaint cited by the New York Post. One of the videos reportedly shows a 16-year-old boy performing sex acts. Saez allegedly told investigators that he was aware that the boy was a high school student and that he had asked him to send the videos. Breathe. Breathe. He further told investigators that he engaged in similar conduct with other minors and that he was aware that the videos were child sexual abuse material, Newsday reported. "I'm sorry, I cannot stop," the dotard pastor said. The pastor also admitted to sending child pornography videos to at least 10 other individuals. It's unclear from the complaint how Saez knew the teenager. Calls made to the church by the Christian Post on Friday seeking comment went unanswered, and the church's Facebook page has been disabled, and the YouTube account is still up. And this is the storefront church here on 2nd Avenue in Brentwood, New York. And this is the jerk that clearly has a problem. Diva, please.
Listen, what I'm not understanding is I've always wanted to know what it always seems to happen in these churches. Okay. I've asked you this before. What is the affinity for children? Is it because this is what I say. When you go and you're touching a child, it's because your sexual prowess is not up to par to be with someone of your age. With somebody younger than you, you can fool them into thinking you hot shit. But the fact of the matter is, while you touching somebody's child, that is a temporary act that's going to last with that child for the rest of that child's life, up into adulthood, to where they're touching children, or to where they're suicidal, or to where they're depressed, and it just molds their entire life. But that I don't want to say a momentary lapse in judgment, because this idiot says he can't stop.
He's
I don't
sorry. Yes.
understand. I don't understand. I just think if that happens, whatever body part touches that child needs to instantly burst into flames. And I'm going with the supernatural right now
Oh
because that
Lord.
seems like what we're gonna have to do. And what happened to parents whooping people's ass about their kids?
You fool with mine, and mine all grown now.
Even
Except for
them,
one.
even grown.
But you fool with my grands. Oh, I'm catching the case. Just go ahead and just say, okay, he was a good preacher and musician. Well, I'm gonna get me 25 to life easy. You mess with mine.
I mean, I don't understand where that
Sickness.
and to me, it keeps getting excused because it keeps happening. It keeps happening. Every time you turn around, a priest is touching some altar boy.
That's horrible.
What?
That's horrible. Well, I tell you what. Here's the thing about it. It's demonic. It's evil. It's sick. There has to be something wrong. Number one. Well, let's say this because so far it hasn't said that he's actually committed. But it's always usually a chain of progression. But the thing about it is clearly he's thought about it.
Right.
Clearly he has. So I think that there may be some. I'm thinking there's going to be some confessions coming on later on.
Right.
But let's just say that. But watching child porn. What about a child?
You know what? I want to say I think these idiots are getting off on the thrill of the possibility of getting caught. That you know what? There used to be a time when I was, a little hot thing out there, you know what I'm saying? You're in the park with your mans and now, you know what I'm saying? That idea in the back of your head, like, we finna get caught. And it just puts more excitement into it. That I think maybe they're like, oh, I want to get caught or I'm gonna get caught. And it makes it more interesting. I just think it's the sickest thing. I think because I think beyond the sexual act, and I'm thinking about the child growing into a young adult, growing into an adult, and out there doing what they do now. You know what I'm saying? Now they're gonna go ahead and reciprocate and do what they think it's okay, because guess what? Nobody has scolded that person. Nobody has arrested that person. So there must be something okay with it. You feel me? So I'm thinking that might be it. I that's how I'm feeling. I'm thinking on the other end, that's what infuriates me, because it literally cannot be swept under the rug as much as it is. Like nobody's people have gotten used to it now. They've gotten used to it happening. And that's the problem. That's the problem.
I think it's hard for me, even though my degree's in psychology and I've been a pastor for almost 30 years, it's hard for me to psychoanalyze this. And it's hard for me to reverse engineer this because my mind just can't go there. It's just, I can't. If you want to get a thrill, if there's something that you want to, that you got this passion for escaping death and all that kind of stuff, go not bungee jumping. Go jump out of a plane.
Roller coaster.
Go in the roller. Go to Busch Gardens.
Go to Busch Gardens every day.
Tower of Terror.
All day.
Go walk down the street in the middle of the road and see. I mean, if you got this, like Frogger, in the middle of the road on 275 at rush hour.
Yeah.
If you got
but my thing is, but how about this? And then at the point where, if you do get any type of pushback or somebody lashing out at you, then you want to, oh no, don't hit me, I have rights. No, I think you should lose every right known to man when you touch a child.
For sure, yes.
Period.
Chemical castration as the first.
Let me tell you a secret. It's not a secret. We all know it. All the nurses know it. All healthcare workers know it. That when child molesters or perverts come into the jail, they have to go through classification. And I was one of the nurses that came. I was the nurse in classification a lot of the time. And I would be like, oops, put them in general population. Just for an hour or two. And then, the dudes in there, those COs gonna let it slip while he's in there.
Right.
And they don't deal with that. I don't care if they are the worst of the worst convict, the worst of the worst when it comes to killing a child, molesting a child, hurting a child, or somebody's mother. There's zero tolerance for that. And they give a little justice up in there.
Yeah.
And then I would pull them out. Excuse me. Then I would pull them out, but then I would have to put them in the infirmary.
Oh, yeah. Just like he said, he's sorry. I guess you would say, I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true. These mostly men, but not all. But these guys that do this, there's something wrong. Let's see what else is going on with this story, because this is gonna blow your mind. This is really gonna blow your mind. Look what it says here. Pastor. See, it's preachers like him that give pastors that's doing the work for real a bad name. Okay, let me just say that. I thought I'd give you an amen from a cousin. Anyway, look at what it said here. It says the pastor also, it was unclear. Let's see, James Smith, assistant director in charge of the FBI New York, said in a statement that while child pornography remains a horrifying crime in society, the involvement of a minister made the Shia's case more concerning. Well, I guess so. All right. The production of child pornography is one of the most horrendous crimes we deal with in our society. It is even more concerning when the crime is allegedly committed by a leader in a local house of worship, Smith said. The FBI is committed to protecting our children and working with our law enforcement partners to identify and apprehend predators who carry out these appalling crimes. While the church's Facebook page has been disabled, it enjoys a high review rating of 4.9% out of 5 stars, and on Google with 10 reviews. Well, that's nice. The church's YouTube account, which features 4 videos, remains live, and one of the videos from about a year ago entitled Thanksgiving Gender Reveal. Breathe. Science and his family revealed their 3rd child would be another daughter. Shia's public Facebook page also shows wholesome images of himself and his family, along with members of his small church, which celebrated their 15th anniversary this Sunday. Okay, he has small children.
I'm sorry, what?
He has small children.
And DCF ain't been to his house yet?
Oh, yeah, I think they got to. I mean, he's in jail, but they need to do some serious investigation. That's just him with the 2 kids he has. One's an arm baby and one's a toddler, and then there's one on the way. Well, maybe just had one because they said.
Well, wait a minute. Who's the sick fool? Who's the sick fool that's allowing her to that's allowing him to shoot up the club? For all that don't know what that means, that's without a condom. I listen.
Okay, did you see the look on it? Okay, I got you. I'm with you. Well, I mean, I would assume his wife didn't know.
Come on now. No, when I was married, there wasn't a move my husband could make. Come on now.
Yeah, but Shonda, that's
especially
you.
If it's something that intricate. Come on now.
Shonda, that's you. That's just you. But some spouses are just so in love, and the husband, some husband and wife, the spouse is treating them right and all like that till they don't even think about it, worry about it. But think about it. You have to remember this. You got to remember this now. You have to be a sick individual to do what he's doing. If she'd known this man
he's
for a while,
beyond sick. That's beyond sick.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if she was in love with him and married him and all this and having children with him, her mind probably never even imagined. Now, the thing is, what clues did she miss? Because he was talking on Instagram. Remember, he said there was a 16-year-old that he had a 60-year-old boy. I guess it was a boy. send a video of him having sex. So he was having conversations with minors and having them send the child porn of them, I'm assuming themselves, and then he was distributing it out. So, listen, I don't condone, and this is going to be a whole other subject, but we'll go there for a minute. I don't condone looking in your significant other's phone.
I do not condone that. I do not condone that.
Right. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it.
No. I'm not volunteering nothing.
No. But I'm saying,
you got your phone and I got my phone. Mind your business.
Well, right. But what I'm saying is, I mean, there are times where, hey, can you get the phone for me? Can you answer that for me? Can you? Okay, fine. So if you know. And like the old folks say, if you're looking for something, you're gonna find it anyway. So
that's what my mama used to say. If you go looking for it, you're gonna find it.
Right. So you can, the most innocent whatever, you'll look at it and say, okay, what's that? If you're insecure and all that. But that's another story. We'll do that in counseling and marriage counseling. But listen, here's the thing about it. But at the same time, if he's having these type conversations for a while with at least 10 to 12 people that he was sending these videos out to, that means he had a broad reach, because it was enough for somebody to call the FBI on him.
Oh,
yeah, that's what they said.
Well, then there's that.
So I'm saying, so let me. Where is it here? A release said an online tip that the pastor was sexually active with children. So somebody thought he was already doing it with the children.
I think that's lovely. So he has a wide reach. He does have a wide reach.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need little mama at the house to check them babies, because he started somewhere.
And he said sorry, I can't stop. So according to what's here in this article about a Christian Post, he was just viewing and distributing and asking for child porn. Okay. And it got so much that he couldn't stop it. He said, I'm sorry, I just can't stop. Okay. That means he either was on a fast track to commit the crime, which is what the tip was, or he's already
done it.
And God forbid if he did it
and he got young kids.
Yeah.
And he might have a preference, because it did say a 16-year-old, right?
Yeah, a 16-year-old having sex, right? But those are let me show you the kids. These are him and his children.
Yeah, they're young.
One is an arm baby. The other one is a toddler. And remember, in November they had a gender reveal, so there's a third one that they just had.
Oh my Lord!
Can you imagine? Lord,
I think he's already done it. And that's why he can't stop. But I don't know how she could let him shoot up the club like that. And I know you got to know. Yes, I said shoot up the club again.
Yeah, I know what it means now. But what I'm saying, but they married, so you married, you shoot up the club as much as you want to. Yes, sir. Glory. You can shoot up the club as much as you want to, and you got to worry about. Well, you're supposed to be able to shoot up the club as much as you want to, and not have to worry about that.
Ain't nobody
shooting. We're all adults.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I'm just sitting here because I'm thinking about, like, with my kids, I potty trained them and all this stuff, so I'm used to seeing them.
Right.
I tell them, like, I can change your diaper, don't get out, but I can't imagine looking at them
and in that way. Yeah.
Right. So he has that problem, so it'd be easy for him when he changes his diaper, or he babysitting, or holding, like he's holding that picture, holding the baby.
Won't be long now. One of them children gonna come out and say, "Hey, let me tell you about this little nasty mofo over here, Pastor Nasty Mofo." That's what this gonna say. This Reverend Nasty Mofo over here. He getting it somewhere. He started somewhere. Maybe somebody touched him, but at this point, I give 0, because you know right from wrong. Because a lot of people have told you that it's wrong. So make it make sense.
Preacher. preacher, you know it's wrong, but yet you're still sitting there doing that. And clearly, he's admitted to having a problem because he told the FBI, "I can't stop." So that's why we're gonna keep up with this story. We'll talk with RNDiva Pastor Robert because I believe there's going to be a part 2 to this, and maybe a part 3.
2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah. Because again, he was communicating with this on Telegram, the Telegram app. So that means he had a reach. And so somebody on the Telegram app, and they may have been undercover, but still, say, "Hey, I think this man is doing something." They haven't found that he's actually doing it, but that's the way it goes, the progression.
What there was a report, so somebody's got something, so they need to report that, and they need to show that.
Yeah. But anyway, that's crazy. Put your comments down below. Those who are in the podcast, give us a rating and let us know what you think about this story about that married pastor in Brentwood, New York, confessing to having child porn and distributing it and asking for it. And I say, and we say, probably committing it as well. At some point, we'll hear something like that, allegedly. All right, let's go on here too. Before we go to our next story, I want to tell you about one of our sponsors here, MammothNation.com. MammothNation.com. It's a marketplace similar to like a Costco or Sam's. You have a membership, but it's all online. And they're a membership-based online platform that features, I like this because they feature American-owned and operated businesses. Okay, and also those owned by veterans. We know we have a veteran here with us on here, the RNDiva. Yeah. And so we're glad. Thank you for your service, ma'am. Thank you for your service. But we're glad about that. And so what happens is with this, you can find out with MammothNation.com. You can go there, get a membership, and then you get discounts, and everything is also American owned. And so we want to support our own. We want to support our veterans. There are a lot of veterans, thank God, for RNDiva that's here, that she has her stuff together mentally. But we know there are a lot of veterans that are on the streets under the overpass and living in tents and everything. And with the VA has not been able to do what we provide. The government has not been able to provide for them post their service to our nation. So go to MammothNation.com, be a blessing, buy all kind of different things you can get there, all kind of different things. Again, you get a membership for your donation, and then you can go there and shop, and it gets shipped to you, similar like to some of the other online vendors, and you'll be helping veterans and helping your fellow Americans in this crazy economy. Go to MammothNation.com, MammothNation.com/RCTV Network, and you will get a discount that also helps us in this podcast. And so we're so glad to, hey, what's up, Jermaine? Jermaine is over here with us. What's up, Cuzzo? He said, what's up? All right, so now let's go to our next story, our final story tonight. This one is a doozy. Now, before we do this one, I want you to know we're not doing this story tonight, but I will be posting on my Facebook page and Twitter page some information, because I just want to let you know, Sean, RNDiva, they found the murderer of Tupac. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Listen, Tupac's still alive as far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's what somebody said, but
listen, we've been citing Tupac for the last 27 years. Ain't nobody looking for Biggie, but we done seen Tupac over the last 27 years.
Man, what you talking about? What you talking about? I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, so we're not going to deal with that story tonight, but it's very interesting, and I'm going to be uploading on my locals.com platform, locals.com/DRCTV Network, and I'm going to upload about 2.5-minute video where the alleged and arrested killer pretty much confesses on video So you want to check that out. That's at locals.com/DRC TV network. Let's get to this next story now. This one is another sad one here.
It's a sad.
Mystery.
This is sad.
Mystery here as. Check this out here. There we go. I don't know where the pictures came. The picture's not there, but that's all right. Mystery as nearly 50 school children go missing in Cleveland, Ohio in September alone, while over 1,000 have vanished so far this year, an alarming trend that's left Ohio cops baffled. This is coming from the dailymail.co.uk, Daily Mail. And we're going to read this and see what exactly is going on. This is weird. This is crazy. That make a lot of sense here. It says, police say that the number of runaways and missing kids is unusually high this year. Last year, 1,600 kids were reported missing in a state of 11 million. In Georgia and North Carolina, which have similar populations, the number was less than 700. Police say they are concerned that youth are being trafficked and becoming involved in gang activity. This is by Joe Hutchinson for Daily Mail. The number of missing and runaway children in Ohio for 2023 is nearly double that of states with similar populations, sparking panic among parents and police who sometimes can't keep up with the number of teenagers running away. In this month of September alone, 45 have been reported missing in the Cleveland area alone. This joins the total number of 1,072 who have been reported missing since the start of 2023. While the majority have since returned home or been accounted for, cops say many are regular runaways and will likely vanish again. They say that the rate of children going missing and running away in 2023 is unusually high. Okay, there go some of these kids here. Ayana Graham on the left, Tiana Tompkins on the right have disappeared in the last few weeks. Then we have Gideon Hefner, 14, ran away from the foster home where he was staying earlier this month. And Cameron Goliath, 17, is also missing. Let's look at this chart here. Wow. Do they have Florida on here? They don't have Florida on here.
No, that's pretty much up like Midwestern.
Okay. Look
I
at
can
this.
imagine
Ohio.
what our numbers are like.
I wonder. We're going to look that up and see. Let's just look at the chart here. Wisconsin has a total of 243. New York, 2,721, which, okay, New York, that's understandable.
Well, Michigan, you know what? Look at Illinois. Illinois is not far behind Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, Pennsylvania either.
Whoa.
Look at Pennsylvania. Look at New York has 2,700.
Right.
You know, a lot of it has to do with the foster system and also this trafficking, this human trafficking. And a lot of it starts in these foster homes with these workers. I don't know if they're vetting them well enough, if they're doing their background checks as in scrutinizing these people the way they should. It should be the strictest of the strictest when you come to being around these children. So I'm thinking that a lot of it is coming from these foster homes and foster parents. These people are going in, they sitting outside the schools. They're pulling an R. Kelly. Because R. Kelly had this dude sit outside the school and wait till the little girls come out, and then he take them over to R. Kelly.
No.
Yes, that's how he did it. Either that or he would tell his folks to pull him out of the audience when he performed. So it's that number alone, somebody's not paying attention. A whole bunch of somebodies are not paying attention. They're worried about doing something completely different. They're worried about what they shouldn't be worried about. But these kids are disappearing in droves. That is insane. What you have them for if you're not going to keep up with them and keep them safe? Wow. I don't know.
Good eyes.
It just blows my mind.
Good eyes there, Diva. Yeah, Illinois 1,061, Ohio 1,600, Pennsylvania 1,100. compared to New York, 2,700. You can see that for New York. It's a big state. It has a big,
Right.
one of the largest cities.
Right.
But Pennsylvania doesn't have a lot of. Pennsylvania is very rural, except other than outside of Philadelphia. Okay, Ohio, wow, Indiana, Illinois. I mean, really, Illinois is very rural as well, outside of Chicago.
Yeah, yeah.
So something's going on there.
And then you're wondering why all of a sudden you seeing bodies popping up in waterways and stuffed into dumpsters and this, that, and the other. Folks, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to your children. Like, you need to be innate. You need to be innate ass. Yes, and that's on a regular. That needs to be what you do. That's your thing. Oh, listen, I could tell you, I could quote some things my mom used to say, and I can hear it to this very day. But ain't nobody kidnapped me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So things have changed so much, and there's so much leeway and freedom. For ain't no goddamn on freedom till you 18 and ready to get your own, and not even then.
Listen, you. That's my room. No, ain't your room.
It ain't your
open
room.
That door. Open that door. Open that door.
Exactly.
Close. What's in these drawers in here? What's in these drawers? Let me see your book bag.
Well, you know, some parents are like, well, I need to get my freedom, and no, you don't. When you decided to push, or when you decided to once again shoot up the club, then all that went out the window. Now you need to be responsible for a child. And hey, these days it don't stop at 18.
No.
You know?
It doesn't. You know, what's so sad about this? It's the Court Attorney General's office. There are now over 45 missing minors in just the Cleveland area alone since September 1st. That's way too high. While police say most of them are runaways, they're struggling to keep up with the demand of anxious parents who want to find their kids. Newburgh Heights, a suburb of Cleveland, Police Chief John McJoy said earlier this year that cases of missing children between the ages of 12 and 17 remain usually high. For some reason, we're seeing a lot more than we normally see, and because we don't know what's going on with some of these kids. Cherie Snowden, whose 15-year-old son is missing, said yesterday at a community search for him, it's been over 40 days without my child. I just want him back home. I miss my child every day. I am worried. I don't know if he's eating or sleeping. I just want him back home. The majority told News 5 Cleveland there's just not enough police officers in the streets to do this as law enforcement. Look at this, the young man there, Keyshawn Williams. They call him Key. No, can you see that?
Yes.
What's that on his head?
That's some kind of a scarf or something.
Bandana or some type
like a bandana or something. You know, some thing these kids are doing now.
Is that looks somewhat low gang related? I don't want to stereotype, but
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
But his date of birth 12/9/27. He's 15 years old, black male, 5'7", 130. At braids. Last seen on Fleet Avenue and Gertrude Avenue. Last seen wearing a black jogging pants and t-shirt. $10,000 reward. You can report that to Cleveland Police if you see this young man, Keyshawn Williams. They call him Key. Those of you in the Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan area, if you in Pennsylvania as well, if you see this young man, please call 216-623-5400. There's a $10,000 reward. I mean, I'd call if I saw the boy and I forget about reward. But
here's the thing. People stay in other people's business. So my thing is, take that same energy and keep your eyes peeled for these children. They're somewhere until they're not. They're somewhere until they're not. So pay attention. If you don't do nothing else, because I'm telling you what, folks, you folks out there with kids, you would want somebody to do the same thing for your child. If you see something, say something. You hearing this all over, people making these little comments or whatever. If you had a child that was missing, you would want somebody to have that same energy. So, do unto others. Try that. I know a few scriptures up in here.
All right. Do unto others. You have them do unto you. Yeah, that's true. So please, those of you in the Midwest area, keep your eyes out. But here, those of you here and just all over the states, here in Florida especially, keep your eyes open because
they love to come here.
On.
They love to come to Florida. So
yes, they do. And you better stay out of Hillsborough or Polk County. That's for sure. Because Grady Judd and Chad Cronister, especially Grady Judd in Polk County, he gonna get you. They just had a bust the other day, 219 human trafficking.
Human trafficking. Now, listen, let me tell you something. I need Hillsborough to get on the map with this one. Because Polk County, and what's my other dude? Pasco? Who's the sheriff that act a fool? That's Polk County.
That's Polk County.
This guy don't play the radio, man. You're not doing that in his county. He coming for you every time. And he is threatening right to your face. Hey, don't come here with that foolishness because we will get you. And he not lying because he pulling numbers. Human trafficking, prostitutes. The prostitutes that he caught on to, that they caught, found out that they were into the human trafficking. They were being they were being trafficked.
Right.
2 + 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, he doing it. He's setting the precedent. I don't know why we ain't caught on to it over here yet.
He's doing the work. We need to
follow what he's doing.
Yeah, Grady Judd. I mean, and that's good, that he's putting the word out because anybody, and this last group that they busted, a lot of them were illegal migrants from across the border, came here doing a lot of trafficking and all like that. But the thing about it is, the word is getting out around the United States. If you gonna do that, don't do that in Polk County.
don't do it.
You gonna have a long stay at the Grady Judd Inn. The bread and
I believe he go to the jail and visit.
Hey there, how you enjoying yourself?
Face.
Yeah. So we definitely have to keep our eyes and ears open because it seems like it is happening more, and it's times but people are desperate. The economy is horrible and all like that. So what I did find out for this last bust was that with the human traffickers, especially the ones that are coming across the border, what's happening is they're paying these coyotes, they call them, to bring them across the border.
Right.
So let's just say they owe them $5,000.
Right.
Then people are putting out ads or contacting people say, hey, if you want to work down here, let's just say in Polk County, I got a job for you. Oh, okay, because I got to pay my coyote off anyway. Then you come down there and not realize that the job is drugs and prostitution.
Facts.
And then you end up paying them in perpetuity forever and ever and ever and ever. Your life is in danger, the whole 9 yards, and there goes the vicious cycle.
Right. And there's so many kids that are damaged. I don't know where we're starting with that, but there's so many kids that are damaged and they think that what's being offered is the answer. So I implore to those of you that have children, I have put in my application, and it's really sad because I've put in my application to be a foster mother.
Really?
Several times on the East Coast and here, but they would much rather these children sit up in these foster homes instead of being with somebody that's a professional and that's going to give them a disciplined structure. Because I'm going to give them a disciplined structure.
Yep, different structure and a good place to stay and some good cooking too. You can cook.
Yep. So I'm just saying, I ain't going to give up. I'm going to keep trying. Yeah. I mean, but it's like they think they're going to something better because they're being sold a pipe dream. And then when they get there, there's nothing they can do. They are in it. There ain't no be like, oh, you know what? My bad. No, there's none of that. Once they get there, it's a wrap. And they take them and they are in the game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So be looking out. It is sad. It is sad because, on another note, before we take our last break, with our next sponsor, SeekJesus.co, I did the application to be a foster pet parent at the Pet Resource Center, to be a foster parent for pets, and they denied me for some reason.
They denied you?
I mean, the application was longer than
I'm trying to tell you. But let me tell you something. I'm glad. But they've got more of an application for the pets than they do the doggone babies.
Oh, I was like, I didn't mind because that they really take it serious. But I was like, okay, listen, this thing was almost like a federal background check, as deep as it was. And I passed it for the background check.
As it should be. And on period. Yes. Yeah, because I miss my baby. And every time I think I'm going to go and be a foster mother or go get me another puppy, I walk to the refrigerator and my refrigerator is covered with her pictures. I know. Not doing that. I was a hot dang on mess. Boy, look at you. You wouldn't even recognize me. Baby girl was over here falling out. You got to have the heart to be a foster parent. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, I know my two dogs and cat, something happened to them. Woo, y'all gonna have to really pray for me. Let's go to our next sponsor, SeekJesus.co. Diva, you want to take this one?
Yes, we are. One of our big sponsors is My Patriot Supply. My Patriot Supply is a survival company. It has different. Oh, wow. Things are happening over here. Sorry, it's storming. My Patriot Supply is a company that provides survival gear and survival items that allow you to get ready in case of a disaster, in case of, listen, it doesn't even have to be a disaster. It could be you want to go camping and you want to be able to have the food that is sustainably packaged. And it is packaged so well, it can last in upwards of 25 years. So try that on for size. But they have a plethora of items. They have drinks, they have food, entrees, and they're packaged and you can choose, and they are very, very tasty. They're not your regular meals ready to eat like when I was in the military. These are actually good to the palate. So they have a list, and it just goes on and on. There's got to be something on that list for you. So go on to My Patriot Supply. You could use our link, and you can see it down below there. And it's squaredaway.life. That's squaredaway.life. by My Patriot Supply. And some of the proceeds will come back to the podcast. So go on over. Help us out. My Patriot Supply.
Thank you so much. And we also have a new sponsor, SeekJesus.co. Let's bring them on. These folks here. I like this right here. I like this.
Me too.
Look at this. Look at those. You can share your faith. You can share, not without being overbearing. Made by Heaven, Seek Jesus. That's some of the stuff. Hoodies, T-shirts, caps, bracelets, all kind of stuff there. Look at it. That cream one there, Made by Heaven, that does look like you. That does look like you.
Yes, you already know. Yes.
That's you all day long.
Yes. Because I told you sweaties and sweatshirts and hoodies. Listen, folks, I already put out the thing. Listen, it's a challenge. I'm putting out a challenge out there. Don't let me out hoodie you. Okay, so go on to this website and look at the different colors. There's hoodies, there's sweatshirts, there's beanie caps, there's all sorts of things. And people are going to ask you, where'd you get that sweatshirt? Where'd you get that hoodie? Because Made by Heaven, that's an attention getter right there. So folks, go on there, seekjesus.co, and look it up and use the discount code RCTV. Again, that is RCTV. Go on there, see if you can get up on a little bit of sweatshirts and hoodies and come for me. Because I'm about to put it on y'all. Y'all not ready. My hoodie game is tight. I'm telling you.
It's that time of the year. It's coming up. It's starting to get cool. But hey, when you're cool, it's always cool.
Yes, I'm so ready. I'm gonna have me a beanie cap on underneath and put my hoodie over the top. See,
that's what's up. That's what's up. SeekJesus.co, discount code RCTV. We thank them for being one of our sponsors. Before we go, we got a couple of announcements for you. We want to let you know that Saturday, October 7th, coming up real quick, is the Bahamian Festival down in Port Salerno, Florida. Look it up if you don't know where it is, about 30 minutes north of West Palm Beach and about an hour and a half south of Orlando, southeast of Orlando. You want to join us? We're going to be there streaming live from 10 to 7. It's going to be a Junkanoo parade, all kind of food and island food and Bahamian food, conch fritters, conch salad, fish sandwiches, fish dinners, scrimps, all that stuff. Right out the water. Ain't no stuff coming through.
Trust me, y'all. Trust me, you want it. I know you don't like people telling you what to do, but I'm gonna tell you, you want this. You want to come to this festival and you want to try these. Listen, we got a contest going on to figure out who's got the best conch salad and conch fritters. Now, I'm not cooking this year because I don't want to put it to them, but I need to taste it. LaRonda, I'm gonna need to be one of them judges. Thank you.
And I'll eat what's left over. That's all right. Put my fats up. But hey, you want to come on and join us. It's free. You have to buy your food and all like that, but it's going to be fun. And we're going to be streaming live a little bit there and also going around and interviewing some of the patriarchs and matriarchs of the community that have brought us all to where we are. A little small, 4.6 square mile town, but boy, I tell you, it's the happy place.
We the metropolis. Listen, it turned out some goodness. You hear me?
Yeah, look at that. So yeah, that's October 7th. October 7th. Also, we want to let you know that how can we get a hold if we want to donate to the RNDiva. I've lost my phone. Go ahead.
What the hell? Oh goodness. Absolutely, you could donate to me on CashApp at $RNDiva01. That's $RNDiva01. And on Venmo, it's at Shonda, CHANDA, no R, hyphen Blatch, BLATCH. That is on Venmo. And if you'd like to send me a question or you want to send a topic or something you just want to chat about, you can hit me up on the RNDiva at gmail.com. I will not give you any medical advice, but I will opine. I will give you my opinion.
Give that out again one more time.
And you're frozen.
Email and that cash.
And you want my email one more again? You can send
one more
to TheRNDiva at gmail.com.
All and right.
Mr. Pastor.
Well, we're going to end this film because it's lightning outside and we got to go. But you
saw it, didn't you?
I got so nervous, I knocked my mic down and unplugged it and everything. I heard some thunder. In that little small town called Port Salerno, we had a lot of thunderstorm and lightning, and so we were taught when that start, everything shut down this night. Good night, Irene. Listen,
got to go.
RCTV Networks with an S. Venmo, the RCTV Network. PayPal at the RCTV Network. And if we have cryptocurrency, at Rob Carpenter II. At Rob Carpenter II. If you have cryptocurrency, that's on my wallet on Coinbase. And we thank you all so much for listening to us here on the podcast. Every podcast platform you are. Share this with some people. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all of our listeners on Amazon Music Podcasts. I'm telling you, I've been trying Spotify. And we're so glad. We got to go. It's Thunder Night. Good night, everybody.